No doubt. These players, GA, are eager to get this season going.
Listen, there's definitely some nerves, but it's mainly excitement. This is their first chance to showcase all the hard work they put in during the offseason.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Fox. And it's Champagnie in at the 4. So it's the Spurs now after the miss from Stephen Curry.
I mean, how can you not be excited about this guy's future? Wembanyama just cutting the D to shreds.
Now Curry. Majemski on the wing. Clock at 6. Butler kicks to Curry. From 12 feet out. Wembanyama with the rebound. Last game for the Warriors, it was a loss to Boston. Fox passes to Champagnie. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. And he makes that one.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
They haven't been able to find their rhythm. That's 3 straight misses now.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
After 4 seasons in Golden State, Jonathan Kuminga moves on, and he was the guy that they drafted number 7 overall. But after a lengthy free agency saga in which the Warriors and Kuminga exchanged several proposals, and they had several sign and trade discussions, Kuminga lands elsewhere. So his run in Golden State is over. They're losing a good young player. Let's see how they can replenish the cupboard there in Golden State.
Certainly something to watch. And Shams, we appreciate the report. Now Curry. Following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. Porzingis kicks to Curry. No good, unable to end this run.
Well, I believe that's now 4 straight misses to start the game. Talk about stumbling out of the block.
Butler with the steal. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And again, no good by Golden State.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to.
Wemby!
Watch out. Wemby bring that one home.
And so Steve Kerr tries to call a timeout. He's going to take his chance to talk to his guys. The Warriors making a switch here. Elton's checked in. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. Second, the Warriors.
And this team, in terms of scoring off turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively. And boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
And the Warriors miss again. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They are a hot team right now. 7 consecutive wins. And looking for number 8 tonight.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Now, here's Green trying to claw his way back after a terrible showing in that loss to Boston. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Guys?
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Nice shot by Wembanyama, no good. Warriors trail by 9. And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. GA, he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water buck quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Now, here's Fox.
Hey,
He had 15
what's up
points
with
last
us?
outing.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Melton with the ball. Castle covering. Green dishes to Curry. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Fox. Curry can't get it to go.
This has not been his quarter so far. He needs to find a way to get going here.
Fox with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. In the corner, Castle with it. Wembanyama against Porzingis. Tries from 10. A shot by Wembanyama, no good.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin.
Patay.
Particularly here to start the game.
Well, if you give Butler an opening, he will exploit the defense.
Melton against Castle. To the paint, Champagne plays it up off the glass.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points in close range.
Curry can't get it to go.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
Lampas. Ay,
Teenagers since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child.
lampas. Wala makabot. Ay, shoot naman.
First shot from the stripe in this game.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
Warriors trail by 12. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Out to Porzingis. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Guys, 2 points first quarter. Bumawi ng fourth quarter. Ay, sita na yan tumlakpat si ano.
San Antonio enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. The one goal they had coming into this
ito
game
yan.
was to not
Sama ako
let
sa
Curry
play.
beat them. And so far, their defense on Steph has been tremendous. Back right after this.
Butler natin. Butler lang sumaybang yung pag-quarter ko.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for San Antonio?
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. And in forward, we'll get to see Johnson and Barnes. De'Aaron Fox out there with Harper. And it's Cornette in at the center.
Shot, sir. Lang shot.
Fox, no good. Warriors trail by 12. And great with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award. The Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special. Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. And stolen by Horford. Here's Spencer, guarded by Fox. Inside, it's tipped and stolen by Barnes. To the inside, here's Johnson.
And Johnson plays with a lot of power, especially close to the basket.
Pass to Melton. Here's Moody. Buries the long-range jumper.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Up top, Fox. Harper wide open. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Harper's got his first points in this one.
Locked and loaded. Harper got it away like he never even had it.
Spencer, the pass to Moody. And the slam by Moody.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Now, here's Fox. Back to Barnes. 4 on the clock. Over Horford. Bank shot. No good.
Well, the defense was giving him that one, but he made the shot more difficult than it needed to be. You got to play smart.
Fox goes
Yun
in.
ni Fox, sir.
Fox with the jam.
John Wall.
No swiping it from Fox. Look at
John
those
Wall ang
handles.
dumove.
Plus, he finishes it off.
Laboy.
Got a piece of it.
Tapos.
Now about 3 minutes gone.
Yeah, but diba?
And then Johnson with the dunk.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little bit.
Yeah, I'd consider
Wow.
calling timeout right away after that
Tira
one.
niya, rebound niya.
The defense has to be better there. Will play in his role to perfection. Using his size to control the glass. For his
Ano yun, John Wall, sir?
Gets it to go. When you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring.
John Wall.
Is that accurate, or can clutch be in any facet
Nakuha na ako
of the
sino,
game?
sinong tatapat sa Harden.
And you think of guys
Kasi ano
who
tatapat
always
to eh.
seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will.
Nam si Harden, dos.
And
Ayun,
Brandon
naman
Bell
yung
from tonight.
pauna
Here's a
mo
one
sa
broken down
Lakers
by
pala.
paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempt so far for the Warriors.
Si ano,
And that
Shep.
corner three is a
Hey,
big
Shep.
part of their offensive approach this season. That's the shortest distance three-pointer you can take. And if you can hit that 22-foot three ball with consistency, it can be a tremendous weapon.
Yun mo, ay mag-dribble
Now
lang.
here is Horford.
so ano naman?
One-on-one here.
Foul rep.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Pumunta ko yung flashy pass, ha?
I really
Flashy
think
pass dapat yun,
Wembanyama
eh.
has a chance to be one of those mold-breaking players who changes the game of basketball.
And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks
Okay, no?
of any player in
At
NBA
tumobra na ng konti si
Punk na backcourt. Napakabagal mo naman maglakad. Kanina pa tayo, Rol. Alam mo nasa likod siya, eh. Hindi ka makakalaing nandun pa sa kabilang court.
Spurs talent evaluators first laid eyes on Victor Wembanyama when he was 15 years old, playing on a youth team in France. At that point, the franchise was enjoying its 22nd straight winning season, but the opportunity to just maybe draft a prospect like Wemby gave them the impetus to rebuild. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Now, Wembanyama. After the missed three from Stephen Curry. And again, San Antonio turns it over.
Kaya ko na yun. Laki na ng open dun.
And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Sunday, they'll face off against Jamal Murray and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Tuesday, they'll take on Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And that game against Memphis, that'll be their 4th outing in this young season. Coach will want to have his team starting to build a rhythm by then.
Now, here's Horford. No good.
No way.
Just end the run there.
And they've got
Ay,
weakness
tangina
not
si
just
Pasel.
on the
Na lang.
scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here we go, Coach. The
Free throw.
2025
Throw,
Rookie of
throw.
the Year, Stephon Castle.
Yeah, look, Kevin,
Siniprit ko mo.
can't say too many good things about this guy, but it starts with this. Like all the best players in the league, he plays both ends of the floor. Stephon Castle can take on the assignment of guarding the best player on the other team, and he's a guy whose skills are rapidly improving
Uy,
offensively.
ang depensa ko.
Future is great for this guy.
1:12 left in the first half. Curry with a wide open look.
Well, he
Okay,
can't
okay,
find
wala.
a bucket,
Wala to.
but it's time
20
to find
lamang natin paano
other ways
makakaset
to
yan.
help his team win.
Outside, Fox. Pass to Castle. Here's Champagny. 6 to shoot. Here's Fox. The Warriors pull it in.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Talaga
And
sila.
the Spurs with possession. They're on a 10-2 run here. Now, Wembanyama, defended by Butler.
Why po ito ano yan?
Back to Fox. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Takes it inside.
Ay, shit.
Rebound by Butler.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up with it.
Count it.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Wembanyama. And so
Fuck,
is the
pa nga.
San Antonio Spurs. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Now we have a
Can you
moment to
review?
go courtside. Ali LaForce has got something for us.
Review rep. Ako magre-review. Ano yung review? Ano ba to?
Kaya taga-replay ka. Down tight. Pinatas.
Wait ako sa inyo rep ha. Counted yan. No, rep. Pinasa ko ganyan.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh. Sige pa.
Oh!
Thanks a lot, guys. Head coach Steve.
Terrific stuff, Ali. Thank you so much. And we'll be back.
Ako kasi nakabitaw na ako sa controller nung tumunog.
Kaya mo ng camera dito.
Dum ko yun. Angat na ako sa square room eh.
Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some
Ay,
upcoming
na-intimidate siya kay Wemby. Yung tangkad-tangkad din. Hindi makapasa ako, hindi
No idea until the real game begins.
You don't have to be a
Biyang nakakainis pag defense, hindi open. Hindi ko na ang
And now, how about that first half?
Thank
Talk
mo.
about a dominating
Ako
display
nag-offense
for the
sa-
San Antonio
Kaya
Spurs.
defense, walang sumasagot.
When a team is moving the ball like this,
Gagdaan sa
they're
mukha.
tough to defend.
Yeah, their mentality is I've got a good shot, but you've got a better one. It's a
Ooh, you
coach's
want,
dream.
sir? Or a summer move.
Thank you for being with us.
Yan,
Now
ganito
let's
si
send
John
it to
Wall.
Kevin
Kaya ako
Harlan
nag-wizard
for
nun.
the
Wizard
second
Gortat.
halftime.
Bill. Ay, Wizard Gortat Bill sa John Wall.
Ito si Gog.
Gortat Center. Kalbo.
Hindi na wala
And as we
ka.
dive into the
rebound.
second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first
Victor.
two. So far, it has been a
Patulan
runaway.
na.
Victor Wembanyama
Cheat
really
code to
making
si
a
Wemby.
difference here.
In those
Play
first
to a
two
place,
quarters,
pero-
he was
Sana-
pretty much an automatic
ISO pa yan.
bucket getter.
Pag nagamit
If he got
mong
it down
ice
low
to.
on the block.
Reminds me of the good old days. Feed it to the big and let him work.
And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ
Ito,
player. That's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. The forward spots will be Butler and Green. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the bench. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Now, here's Butler. Here's Curry with the 3. The rebound by Champagnie. Champagnie's got 8 rebounds in this game. Down low, Porzingis with the steal.
Mabagal kasi.
Now guarded by Fox. Butler finishing at the other end.
And defensively, Porzingis uses those long arms to create the turnover, and
One
that
year.
gets them out and running.
Pass to Castle.
Sama sa play.
And here we go. Butler heading to the hoop.
So, Butler naman, 6 points.
Playing with high energy.
6 points, wala ang third quarter. Ano pinagmitingan niyo sa loob?
Yeah, the commitment to run.
Patindi mo ano niyo sa loob ah.
Sigaw ni Steve Kerr.
And so
Sige, yan yung patulungan.
Hindi motivation ni Steve Kerr sa loob ah.
with his team and regroup.
Butler na to.
Fox against Butler.
Ano ba?
Outside, Fox. And he drives in. And it's
Ano
Fox with the
ito? Sino
jam.
ito ang dumadak ng mga long time?
Fox, what a
Hindi mag-jamoran diya.
Fox against Curry. Pass to Butler.
Hindi lang ay Kerry yan.
Now Podziemski.
Pakita mo.
Here's
Kaya mo kasi.
Curry.
Ano parang kumay?
Rebound by
Yung hinol mo, kita ko eh. Early pala.
Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound inside. Fox passes to Wembanyama.
Okay mo. Uy, kaya mo ba ako?
Wembanyama with the aggressive finish.
Wembanyama barely even has to elevate when he throws it down.
Here's Pajemski. So covering. Pajemski, the bounce pass. Outside, Green.
Ganda naman. Ganda mas maganda.
Wembanyama.
Ako 3 seconds. Alas.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Here's a look at the shot.
Tinakbo ko nga si ano eh.
Location for
Uy,
Stephen Curry.
sayang, napindot ko. Ang ganda nun ah. Bakit may ganon?
For him,
Wala ka na nakita. Hindi lang si Gary magkagaling.
and it has to be affecting his confidence. He just
Ganda nun ah.
doesn't look like the player he
Alam ko ano
is
lang eh.
out there, and
Wala.
you can see it in his
Depensa ko.
after every missed shot. Boy, this is
Yung lagi open kahit siya sanya na tumira ka open hard
Miss
net.
from Stephen
Kaya
Curry.
nga release ko na lang yung kalaban.
By Champagne, no good.
Tira.
Looking to end his
Pag
cold
ino
spell.
ng
And the layup
po
good by
tayo.
Curry.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact
Clean na yan.
of a Steph Curry to make us rethink what is possible.
Yun,
Curry's
sige, stop eh.
endless range has really inspired a generation.
So it's the Warriors now. After the basket by San Antonio. In transition, here comes San Antonio.
Pangit mo. Yung mga napindot sa Spurs. Yung pang mga top bounce ah.
Fox has got 4 assists in the game.
And a monster
Wemby.
game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league
John Wall.
can stop him when he's on.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Anthony Melton, he's checked in for the Warriors. With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot-blocking defenses from last season. In fourth, the Spurs.
Well, they played great defense last season. They had great rim protection, and they were very disruptive.
Harper against Curry. Green with a screen on Harper. Here's Curry with the 3, and the Warriors miss again.
Now, he hasn't been great this quarter. The coaches need to try to figure out a way to get him going.
Harper, no good.
but
Warriors
still.
trail by 17.
Sige.
Curry with it. Now guarded by
Kahit
Fox.
natin na yung nakakagam pa. Ito, sige kumain.
Curry looking around. Porzingis sets the pick for Curry.
Hindi na ba
Offensive
bola?
rebound. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Si
This
Bondo.
is the dirty work you love to see Porzingis doing. Saving the play and getting them a bucket.
Pass to Wembanyama. Good for his 6th make,
Lead
and a
mo.
dozen attempts,
Dalawa
shooting
na. Double
50%
team na
from
lang.
the basket.
The plan of
Kitty.
attack is obvious. Get the ball inside.
Kala ko mosquito division eh.
Now, here's Melton.
Ano ka?
Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama
Hurry
has got
up.
9 rebounds now tonight. Harper the pass to Wembanyama.
Padang.
Picks it out to
Yan
Johnson.
na.
Back to Wembanyama.
Huwag mo ako namin.
Pass to Barnes. The Spurs need to get a shot off.
Ay, aga. Hindi na lang na-shoot ah.
The ball movement
Ganun
on this
bitaw ko
run
rin,
has
ah.
been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And taken away by Johnson. Curry with the
Pwede,
steal.
binibigay mo sa akin. Binabalik ko na nga para makalabang ako. Ang napakalikot talaga nito. Yung bantayan talaga ito. Nakaka-shooting lang. Wala talaga shooting.
Wembanyama's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Spurs out in front.
Oo,
Ending the
tapos si
third
Kristaps.
quarter with a 13-4 run. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports.
Parang midget lang sa kanya.
Pero pagka nandito yan. Untog dito. Untog dito sa pinto natin yan.
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our state farm.
Kaya mga camera mo pag lumalapit sa
You can
kanya.
always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game, and this one, a thing of beauty.
That is what coaches want from their point guard. Set others up, play the game the right way.
Pasok na yung bench natin. Gusto rin nilang maglaro.
Time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court right now,
Ay, ganda naman nun. Ay, si Putis. Ayaw mag-shot.
Johnson and Barnes. Harper is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Cornette in at center, locking down the middle. Now, here's Fox. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul.
What?
That's his first foul.
Paiwas na ako eh.
And with all the talk about load management, coach, and player participation,
ganda ng dreadlock ni
players fouling out.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of getting rid of players fouling out. I do like
Hindi pala ako makakaisang game.
I think Scott Skiles was the one who brought it up, Kevin. The offensive fouls and just having that be a turnover.
Guard and Sarah. Guard.
Or a charge and not charge that
Uy,
as a
naunap sa akin ang
personal foul, where honestly you end up being punished double.
And San Antonio has possession after Jimmy Butler made that last three-pointer. Shot clock at 5. Back to Johnson. On the wing, Barnes.
Hoy, naiiwan. Sayang! Kulang oras. Yan lahat sa double team na lahat. Oh, masok si boy. Kaya man eh.
He's checked in for Luke Cornette. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute
Pensa lang tayo. Lalamang. Kahit wala na tayo. Pensa.
Outside.
Tayo ron. Uy, wala. Habol ko.
Butler against Wembanyama. Outside Curry. Down to 5
Tayo,
on the shot
napakasakit sa
clock.
ulo ba natin?
Golden State needs to get off a shot. Good. Screen picking up the assist.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Fox is double. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Fox.
Depensa nyo.
Terrific finish.
Hindi ko pa nakita, mawala yun eh. Hindi sumusunod.
Explosive guards that we have in the league.
Ay, wala. Tapos, ayun na. Ayun na, sir. Tayo mga minute, mga minute. Pag natin painitin niya, tira pa. Dapat na minuto pa. Kayang-kaya pag nag-official game. Kayang pakampante.
And immediately. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle, and coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Not let that happen, Lord. Guys.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Here's Horford. After the basket by
Hindi na mababalik yung area. Ay, gusto.
Uy!
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage still.
Wala naman siya yung dito.
Wembanyama with the jam.
This kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
Nga yung ano na ito. Isang bendahe yan eh. Bilis pa ni Fox to. Charging rep.
And it's Vassell in for Johnson.
Ako rin eh. Pagalingan lang umakting.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Curry's shot is good.
Patay mo doon si Coach. Ayaw ni Coach ng gano'n. Sisingit. Ayaw natin ang patayin sa lapit siya. Parang hindi minute. Mahirap na. Kumabol ng mga yan.
San Antonio leading by 16. Fox with it. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Back to Castle. A pass to Fox. 6 on the shot clock. There's the screen. Puts one up from 19. And the shot will go down.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this.
Ganda! Ano ba naman niya kasi? Nag-iisip tayo masyado kay Kerry. Nag-overthink tayo kay Kerry.
Oh, yun ba? A little under 3.5 minutes gone here. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Scoring ba mo sa mukha eh.
But the turnovers have been the exception. beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that.
Ay, ganda. Isa pa. Kuragi. Uy, paano ref? Kitang-kita mo. Double jump. May double jump. Ganun pa?
Officials can review in closer detail what constitutes the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed,
ganun mo sa inyo ano mo.
You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, to make the right call.
Totally pa ba natin? Ano siya yung dahil? Grabe yun. Wala pa ako spot niya, boy. Baka sanay mag-spot-spot.
Wala pang ISO MVP.
Well, here's the thing. Not only does Fox have
pick and roll MVP pa lang.
all night, he will wear you out.
And here's Curry, who brings it up to the Golden State Warriors, trailing by 17. With the steal. Now, Wembanyama.
Ganun, gago. Ganun, step, okay.
Uy, touch kasi, wala bang apat?
Huli ka. O, nag-aara, kitang-kita ko na eh. Ano pa?
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Wembanyama with it. Goodbye, Porzingis. Here's Wembanyama. The foul. Green rips down the board. Warriors trail by 14.
And so only 14 answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for San Antonio.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks and also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Victor Wembanyama.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
And here is Fox after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
Oh, man. Ako tanda.
Barnes outside. Shot clock at 6. Fires the three. And it doesn't go. Driving to the basket.
I'm sorry.
And stolen by
Ang ganda nung look ko eh. Triangle na pindot ko. Triangle sa boards eh. Dito lang.
This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for the Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Here with Stan Van.
Boy, tingnan mo kasi paano ako mananalo niyan.
Wala kang shooting together. Pati nga ang ganito sa atin. Kumain ka na ba?
Okay.